case you missed this headline, the IRS, the state, has now decided that pastors can stump for politicians. The IRS says churches can now endorse political candidates. Now, why does that matter? Let me explain this to you. Churches do not have to pay taxes. They are 501c3. And so since 1954, there was a provision in the tax code that was called the Johnson Amendment that says that churches and other not-for-profit organizations, all of them, because you're not paying taxes, you will lose your tax-exempt status if you participate in political campaigning, because that's a conflict of interest, right? That's a conflict of interest. And suddenly you get this group of Christians, national religious broadcasters, and several churches. They decide to sue the IRS over this rule, saying, no, actually, that infringes on our First Amendment rights, our freedom of speech rights. And so just last week, the IRS came back in a court ruling and said, yeah, actually, you can, in good faith, if you speak out to your congregants through your customary channels of communication on matters of faith in connection with the religious service, then that's totally fine. That passes. That flies, as long as you do it through the lens of a religious faith. Well, why don't we just get rid of the whole rule for all 501c3s? Why can't all charities then just stump for politicians? And of course, this is because they're going to let money fly to these pastors more openly, more in your face. Nah, 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 boo-boo, you can't touch us. And the IRS is now saying that these religious institutions are really just engaging in what's a family discussion, right? This is just a family speaking about these matters of faith, and it does not actually run afoul of the Johnson Amendment whatsoever. We know what this is about. Like I said, because we covered this on the show last week, Operation Mocking Pastor, suddenly for Israel.